We've got to face those fears. We got to step into the unknown. We got to step into, I don't know what it looks like to get from where I am to where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what it looks like to get from despair to great hope, but I know fear is in the way. Ruth is a picture for us that the cultural disadvantages will not bring resistance to God moving in your life. The cultural hesitations, the cultural withholdings, the things that seem like disadvantages, your struggles, the things you've gone through will not hold God back from moving in your life. Secondly, Ruth shows us, and we learn from Ruth's life that she lived in constant fear of assault. Is there anybody in the room this morning that's walking around with some kind of fear? Fear and anxiety that you might be wounded. Fear and anxiety that somebody might come after you. Fear and anxiety that circumstances might come knocking, that your past might come knocking, that there's things you can't overcome, some kind of fear. Ruth was stepping into a great unknown. And I don't know what place in life you're in this morning, but I can tell you, yes, fear comes knocking in the unknown. Fear comes knocking when you want to change your life. Fear comes knocking when you say, I'm ready to give my life over to God. And that voice says, you'll never change. Those circumstances will never change. You'll always be that way. You've always been that way, and you'll always be that way. Those things won't change. God can't fix it. It won't turn around. I'll always be hopeless. I'll always be in this situation. Nothing will ever change. The enemy tries to talk. But the story of Ruth shows us that we can walk fearlessly with our God into whatever circumstance you're facing. That you can walk fearlessly into life change. You can walk fearlessly into the unknown. You can go forward, the place God is leading you, without fear. These women were traveling alone, Ruth and Naomi. They were walking through dangerous ground. In order for them to get from where they were to a place of great hope, they had to walk dangerous paths. They had to overcome great fears. What fear will you overcome in this season of your life to get to the place that God has called you to be? What fear will you face? What fear will you overcome? What thing is haunting you and holding you back from the place God has called you to be? Is anybody getting anything this morning? Come on. Y'all got to smile, laugh, clap, jump, run around the room. Do something. Do something, because ordinary is no longer. Come on, sitting back and taking the assault and living in the fear and living in yesterday and living in the brokenness and living stuck. Those days are over. You've got to boldly respond to what God is doing in you right now. Frantically run after God with everything that you have. This is an hour of great shaking for humanity. And God is wanting to wake us up and say, there's no fear gonna hold you back from the best of what I have. Come on. These women were in dangerous places. Even Boaz had to tell his hired hands not to touch Ruth. Boaz had to tell his hired hand, do not touch her, because he knew there were dangerous things going on in the land. Come on. There are things fighting for our attention, things assaulting our minds, things assaulting our spirit, things holding us back. We are in fear of spiritual assault, where you are under an attack of deception, under an attack of some lies of this culture. You are under spiritual assault. The enemy has convinced some people that they'll never change. The enemy has convinced some people that they can never get it right. The attack on your spirit. Those days are over. We've got to face those fears. We got to step into the unknown. We got to step into, I don't know what it looks like to get from where I am to where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what it looks like to get from despair to great hope, but I know fear is in the way. There's a call to a bold, radical, triumphant journey forward. Come on. Thank you, John. I'm going to preach to you this morning, John. Me and you, brother. Anyone feel like in order to get this thing with God right, you might have to pry yourself out of dangerous situations? Fear of letting go, danger of lack, danger and fear of insufficiency in your needs. Anybody feel like they're being held back from moving forward because of taunting fear? Taunting fear, convincing you don't even take the first step because you don't even know the way. The way forward, friends, is one step at a time. I don't know how to fix it all. I don't know where to go. I don't know how I'll get what I need tomorrow. Right foot. I don't know how to fix the past. I don't know how to make all that stuff get kind of cleaned up and orderly. Left foot. I don't know how I'm going to get what I need. I don't know how I'm even going to pay my bills. I don't know. Right foot. I don't know how I'm going to get food. Left foot. I don't know how I'm going to change my friends. Right foot. I don't know how I'm going to make it right with all those people. Left foot. Just move forward. Fear will not hold you. I make declaration over you this morning. Somebody's going to get free. Come on. Fear will not hold you. Those women move fearlessly, boldly forward into a land of hope.